sale. I'll pay you money. I'll give you riches. I'll give you wealth. I'll give you fame. I'll give you notoriety. It's not for sale.
That's right.
Amen.
Put a not for sale sign out.
Amen.
No price can buy it. No price should buy your decency and your body, your purity, your virtue, your brain, your mind. No price should buy your talent. No price should buy your character. Your life should not be for sale.
That's right.
In fact, God said, ye are bought with a price, therefore glorify God in your body. We need preachers who will stand up and say, I'll do what's right. If I never build a big church and I never get a big salary, we need preachers in our country who will stand up and cry aloud and spare not. And say, this is the truth, and the truth is the truth, and I can't change the truth, and I wouldn't change it if I could. It's not for sale. Would to God we had politicians who'd stand up and say, I'll do what's right if I don't get elected or re-elected. Or far from that. Don't be for sale. I said, I'm not for sale. Naboth said, my vineyard is not for sale. Well, of course, King Ahab got him a little pouty face. He went home, laid down on his bed, turned his face towards the wall. And Jezebel had her ears tuned. And she come running in. Oh, hey, Ahabby, honey, what is wrong? I don't know how she sounded. But I can guarantee you it made me sick. But it made Ahab all warm and fuzzy inside. He says, you wouldn't believe what just happened to me. I was over next door at the neighbors, and he went through and told her the story that Naboth said it's not for sale. She said, don't worry, I'll handle this. Did she handle it?
Mm-hmm.
We'll come back to that story in just a little bit. I told you, would to God we'd have preachers who would say, I'll do what's right if I never build a big church or get a big salary. Would to God we had preachers who would say, this old black book that my daddy gave me and my grandpa believed in, and his grandpa believed in, and great-great-great-great-great-grandpa believed in, the King James Bible. We believe in it. We're going to stand by it, and we're going to keep true to it. I can't change that. I made up a list and gave this out a while back. I dare say that if I give it out now, everybody's going to read it. So let's do this, Timothy. I've got a list here of some principles that I'm going to live by. And I made a promise to our church and to the people who were here many, many months ago. And I gave this to a couple of folks recently, and they said, I've never seen this before, and I was thinking that I'd given it out recently. Let me read it to you, and then I'll give you a copy of it at the end of the message, because I don't want you playing around with it. It's not for kids to make paper airplanes with. I want you to have a copy of my promise to you as a preacher. I'm going to be faithful to God. That's a principle that's in my life that I can't change. Nobody can come to me and offer me a price that I can change that. It's not for sale. I will work hard. I believe in working hard. And just so you know, work's not a dirty word. It's 4 letters long, but it's not a dirty word. It's not a bad word. In fact, it's not a word that came about because of the fall when Adam and Eve sinned in the Garden of Eden. Work's a good word. God gave Adam work to do when there was no sin. Work is good. The Bible says if a man does not work, neither shall he eat. I believe that. Working hard, to me, I'm not for sale, and my work ethic is not for sale. I'm going to preach the truth. That's a commitment I made to our church. I'll preach the truth. That's not for sale. I must preach the truth. I have a commission from somebody you can't buy out. I will live the truth, no matter what the outcome. I will love my own wife. And I put it in capital letters, my own wife. No woman can come to me and buy me out. You can't offer me anything that God didn't already give me. He gave me the best. I'm sorry for the rest of you guys. You have to settle for second best at best. I'm not for sale. My purity is not for sale. My wife is my wife, and we are each other's. When we belong to each other, we're going to stay that way. It's not for sale. No woman can offer me anything that will better me. Everything that some other woman could offer me is going to destroy the things that I hold dear. And they're not for sale. Not for anything. Money, I say, will not make decisions for me. Another principle by which I live that's not for sale. I will not use the people that God has given me. I made a commitment to our church that I won't use the people of our church to build me and build my reputation. I will use the work that God has given to me to do to build the people that God has given to me responsibility for.